Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus on this toasty Wednesday once again. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and kind of getting into some of those details on this upcoming forecast. It's hot, it's dry, it's hot, and it's dry. I know you've heard that time and time again. It will continue for the next couple of days, but there is some potentially significant relief that will arrive starting a little bit this weekend, but probably a bit more significantly as we get into next week. But looking outside right now, yeah, it looks hot. It is hot. It's going to be hot. You get the idea. You get the picture. Basically, just from this one shot alone right now. By the way, we do have an air quality alert that is in place until 4 p.m. today. That is for sensitive breathing groups, and that is going to be due to ground ozone. So, dry all week long. We've got that near record heat. I don't think we get near our record for today, which is 100 degrees. Tomorrow and Friday, I think we'll have a better chance at getting to those records. Tomorrow's record high is 98. Friday's is 100. We'll have a chance both of those days to get to both those, will be right around there both of those days. But then this weekend we should see some fairly meaningful relief in the form of some showers and storms, certainly in the mountains, and especially by Sunday we'll get a chance for seeing some of those down here along the Front Range and in eastern parts of the state as the monsoon returns. Temperatures right now already up to 87 degrees as of about 11 a.m. here on this Wednesday morning here in Denver, and that's already a couple degrees warmer than where we were this time yesterday. At this time tells us that we will likely be getting those temperatures on up into that, well, 96, 97, maybe even 98 degree threshold. We keep overperforming these temperatures. The computer models tell us one thing, and Mother Nature saying, nah, we're going to boost those temperatures by 3 or 4 degrees compared to that. That said, calling for a high of 96 here in Denver today. Would not be surprised if we end up getting to 97 or 98. If the current trends hold, we could make an outside run at 100 degrees yet again. We've already hit 100 degrees 5 times so far this summer. Long-term average, less than one 100-degree day per year. So it's been an exceptionally hot summer, and that trend continues with yet another scorcher today. Very isolated storm west of the Continental Divide. I'll show you that here in just a second. But the story for today, really statewide, it's these very hot temperatures. Again, most of what you're looking at here, about 5 to 10 degrees above what you would expect for the second week of the month of August. Our average high, normally about 88, 89 this time of year here in Denver. Again, you can see that we're already up to 96 here in town. Into the mountains, 80s and 90s, fairly widespread. HD Doppler radar showing, well, not much. That said, one spot we are seeing a little bit of cloud cover this morning. Southwestern Colorado, the San Juan Mountains, seeing a little bit of that cloud cover. That's the one part of the state that really has a meaningful chance at a shower or a storm this afternoon or this evening. Could perhaps see 1 or 2 along and west of the Continental Divide. So that would be probably about Vail on west, where you could see a shower storm this afternoon, this evening. That's about it here, folks. Most of us, I would say 95% of the state is going to be dry this afternoon and this evening. And I-25 on east, good luck finding even a cloud overhead. We've got this just oppressive ridge of high pressure that is anchored overhead, and that is going to keep those temperatures excessively hot, and also, again, the skies mostly clear for this afternoon. That will continue for most of the rest of this week. Air quality alert, as I mentioned, in place until 4 p.m. today. Just keep in mind some of those air quality alert guidelines that we, well, unfortunately have kind of gotten used to here along the Front Range over the last couple of years. Just keep in mind that you want to avoid filling up on gas, for example, until about 5, 6 o'clock. That reduces some of that ground ozone, and of course, limit that time outdoors during those peak heating hours between about now and 3 or 4 o'clock, especially sensitive breathing groups, asthmatics in particular. Keep that in mind for us. So as mentioned, those isolated storms for tonight in southwestern Colorado, but tomorrow, fairly similar to today, about 96, 97 degrees for us here in town. Mostly sunny, a bit on the breezy side. But the story for tomorrow, again, those temperatures, which in some cases could approach 100 degrees on the eastern plains, maybe a tick cooler in the mountains with a bit more cloud cover and a slightly higher chance at a shower or storm in the mountains for our day tomorrow. But that should, again, maybe lead to a few degrees cooler temperatures for us into the mountains. Let's look at that forecast radar for tomorrow afternoon. Between about 3 and 6, we'll see those showers and storms develop. Probably a slightly higher chance along and south of I-70. So Glenwood Springs and Vale, Aspen, Crested Butte, the West Elks, the Collegiate Peaks, the Wet Mountains, the Sangre Cristos, as well as, of course, west into the San Juans and the San Luis Valley, all looking at that slightly higher chance for a shower or storm tomorrow compared to today. Today looks to be the driest day of the upcoming stretch, really statewide here over the next little while. Tomorrow will start to boost some of that monsoonal moisture back in the picture, but along and east of the Continental Divide, that ridge of high pressure is going to be pretty firm, and that will keep us certainly at 90 plus for the rest of the week. And again, just wouldn't be surprised with how these recent trends have held, that if tomorrow or the day after that we make a run at 100 here in Denver. And if there's a day, it would probably be Friday that we make that run at 100 degrees. Right now, it looks like we'll end up just shy, but could end up with a little bit of, let's get a little nerdy on this, compressional warming. When we get an approaching front, you tend to kind of concentrate that hotter air mass and make those air particles move just a tick quicker. So come Friday and maybe even come Saturday, just wouldn't be stunned if we make a run at 100 degrees. That's been the trend all summer long. But if you're looking for a little bit of relief, it arrives starting on Sunday in the form of mainly mountain showers and storms, but we'll see one or two of those creep their way down to the foothills and perhaps here into the Front Range. And then Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, those showers and storms become a bit more widespread, and that will finally start to drop our temperatures. But it has been a sizzling summer, no doubt about that. So far this summer, at least based on June 1st to August the 10th temperatures, we are at an average temperature of 74.8 degrees. That makes it our second warmest summer to date on record here in Denver, and that will keep us on the very hot. And again, that number is only going to rise here as we head over the next couple of days with this very hot and very dry pattern that is shaping on up. So hot and dry for the next few days. Then the weekend, we start to see a bit of relief in the form of some mountain showers and storms. And again, one or two of those will trickle their way down into the Front Range starting on Sunday and continuing into next week. Meteorologist Greg Perez will have his 9 News debut coming up at 9 News and noon, so be sure to tune on in for that. And then Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin back in the building at 4 and 5 this afternoon, so we'll certainly be happy to welcome her back into the picture. And then meteorologist Danielle Grant will have updates at 6, 9, and 10 on the 9 News family of networks tonight as well. Once again, I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.